Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of HAIKYU to the Top, which is on episode 18 or episode 5 of part 2 of HAIKYU to the Top. This episode right here shows the match between Nekmoa against Sarukawa Tech, and it looks like to me the pressure was on to Nekmoa very, very badly. You know, they were already at their certain limit, I guess, or they were really at a certain point where they're about to break, you know. But that aside, we have to it that Nekmoa seems to be doing well against Sarukawa Tech to the best of their ability, you know. Eventually, as the episode continues on, you know, we have to it that the score would be like not too far in the gap, you know. It's like they are still connected with each other. Like, what I mean to say is like one team will be 1 point ahead, but the other team would be catching up. So yeah, at the beginning of the episode, it will start with Sarukawa Tech being ahead by 1.19 to 18. Eventually, we get to see a certain narration about Sarukawa Tech, but not before we get to see Nekmoa and Sarukawa Tech enter the 20s, and you know, and we get to see a narration flashback where the coach remembers, like, even if it may look like a repetition of simple points, they are still stacking up gradually. 5-1 touches instead of one kill blocks, you know, 10 pressures, 5 B passes, you get up rather than perfect A pass, you know, or 10 C passes. The stronger our opponent, the more we have to look at the flow of the game as a whole, you know. Stack up to the 100 shots that don't stand out at the end rather than the perfect point. We've only played, and Kema says, we only played 2 sets so far, but I'm really exhausted right now. And of course, they look like they're about to sub out Nekmoa so he could rest up, you know. But unfortunately for Sarukawa Tech, that was just a ruse to say, like, not happening. We still keeping Nekmoa in the set, you know. And that was one way how to, like, say, haha, we got you to drop your guard, and they will later on manage to catch up 23 to 23, you know. And of course, like, they will later on, Sarukawa Tech will later on take a point, but later on they'll take Kai Nobunaki, which is like Nobuyuki, sorry, will later on score for Nekmoa, and it'll be 24 to 24. Throughout this entire game, we have to it that Sarukawa Tech was still trying to put pressure onto Nekmoa's setter, you know, because he's physically weak. And of course, like, Nekmoa knows that they are trying to do this, so they decided to change it up a bit, you know. Nekmoa will later on ask him to get the ball up high and then, like, make some sloppy receives on purpose, you know. So pretty much, the coach remembers, the Nekmoa's coach will later on tell the other coach, like, hey man, sometimes everything doesn't go the way you want it to, so you best watch out. Eventually, because of that, Nekmoa will still continue to, like, give it their all to try to make sure to get the ball to drop, you know. But unfortunately, like, because of certain tenacity happening between both teams, it was like saying, I'm not letting the damn ball drop, because if we drop it, we lose it. We will lose. That kind of thing. But that's how tenacity is. Spirit and maybe some guts here and there, or working very hard, is what makes it very important, you know. That aside, yeah, all I can really tell you is that Nekmoa and freaking, like, Sarukawa Tech was still at each other's throats trying to, like, get the other to drop the damn ball. Because Nekmoa was already at his limit, and he knows that, like, if this goes on, he may not really survive. Eventually, Nekmoa will later on get into the range of the 30s, you know. I mean, the major 30s. I mean, it'll be 28 to 28, and later on they'll get to the point where it's 29 to 28, and they finally get Nekmoa got it from 31 to 30, you know. And we have to it that Nekmoa will later on make a score that, like, make a certain pass that will, like, trick everyone else, and they finally won the second set 32 to 30, and Nekmoa drops down so exhausted, you know. And later on, we have to it that there's some nice funny scenes between like Kenma and Tora and the others, about the situation. But Kenma is looking forward to one opponent that he wants to face for a while now. And guess who that is? That's Hinata from Karasuno. So Nekmoa is pretty much telling Karasuno, hey man, don't lose the set. And they know they took the first set, but last time I checked before the episode ends is that that Inorazaki, who lost the first set, not like it's a very good explicit good detailed score, but Inorazaki just is being ahead by 6 points, if I remember correctly. I mean, they lost the first set from like 25 to 27, but they're getting ahead in the second set, 13 to 7. So pretty much, if Karasuno wins this match against if they win this match against Inorazaki, they will be playing against Nekmoa in their next match, which is something that Nekmoa and the others are telling Karasuno, hey man, don't you freaking lose this. We made it this far to the very end. Now it's your freaking turn, And then like the entirety of Nekmoa's team, along with many other people, are like watching far away, saying, we made it this far, so you better make it too, okay? And then preview of next episode is called Ultimate Challengers or something. So yeah, let's be honest, and I'm gonna say it right now. I'm really hoping that this match goes out a little bit longer, and hopefully it goes into the third set for Karasuno against Inorazaki. Because let's be honest, when I look at Inorazaki, they know how to take over the court on it and off it because of the cheerleaders and everything else trying to ruin them, etc. This school Inorazaki, I'm expecting them to win. I'm really expecting them that they win the second set, and then Karasuno and Inorazaki will be playing against each other one more time in the third set. I'm really expecting that. If not, oh well. I'll be pretty upset about that, etc. Who knows? You might be asking me, why would you be upset about that? Because let's be honest, if Inorazaki is considered to be a favorite to try to win this whole thing, they shouldn't be simple opponents to be beaten that easily. Sure, they lost the first set. That's 100% a fact. But that doesn't mean they can't catch up in the second set and win it. And the way how I looked at the score before the episode ended, they are ahead 13 to 7, if I remember, if the episode is showing this correctly. I mean, they lost the first set 25 to 27, and now they're ahead in the second set 13 to 6 at most, if this 13 to 7, like I said. Sorry for messing up the numbers. So I wouldn't be surprised if Inorazaki wins the second set and it goes into the third set, and that will be very pressuring for any volleyball team, because let's be honest, we've seen 3 sets from Karasuno facing against Alba Josai in season 1 and season 2. Guarantee of all blasphemy, this is really gonna be crazy. But Nekmoa, like I said, okay, without a lot of detail, etc., that I'm confusing you guys with, Nekmoa continues their match against Sarukawa Tech, but with a couple strategies that they decided to try. They will later on take the second set and win it all, And now Kenma is waiting for Hinata and Karasuno, or should I say the entirety team of Nekmoa is waiting for Karasuno to beat Inorazaki so they can face them into the next match, which I look forward to. If they win against Inorazaki, I'm really looking forward to Nekmoa and Karasuno facing each other, man, because I think that's the next match everyone's looking forward to, because like aside from Karasuno facing Alba Josai and Karasuno facing like Shiro Torizawa and then etc., I think after the match against Karasuno and Inorazaki, I think the next match everyone's waiting for is hopefully Karasuno and Nekmoa, which I look forward to, hopefully. But we'll see if they can win this all, because Inorazaki, like I said, second set, if I'm looking at it correctly, they just got ahead like 13 7. So it looks like to me they're in the big lead right now by like 6 points. So, but Karasuno just made a score recently with Hinata. So yeah, they're catching up, but they better catch up quick because the third set against Inarizaki, Guarantee of All Blasphemy, it's not going to be very, very easy because this battle of endurance, if anything, is very important. That is shown greatly when it came to Nekmoa and Sarukawa Tech, that's for sure. Especially when Karasuno fought against Shiratorizawa in 5 sets, you know? Let's be honest, that game alone was enough to make you want to hit the restroom. Alright, so until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot!